Welcome to this OpenEye video FAQ. Today we will be reviewing how to use the new 360 dewarping feature in HTML5. This is a great new feature used with the Apex client and 360 cameras. There's lots of good information to cover, so let's get started. Let's review the objectives for today's overview. We will start by reviewing how to access the 360 dewarping features using the right mouse button. Next, we will review dewarping 360 cameras in live view mode, followed by an overview of how to dewarp recorded 360 video. Then we will discuss exporting dewarp video to the cloud. And finally, we will provide a live demonstration of these features in the both live view and recorded video playback. To utilize dewarping features for the thin client, right-click as shown here. Select 360 view mode, then dewarp options will appear. Let's review each dewarp mode as we continue. As discussed, after right-clicking the live camera and selecting 360 view mode, you will be presented with three options. Let's start by looking at interactive. You can see here that you can easily use the arrow icon and your left mouse button to view the entire 360 image. The interactive mode allows you to move around the image and you can still utilize digital zoom, etc. When you complete, you can right-click, select 360 view mode, and then select interactive again to exit dewarping mode. Right-click on the live camera again and select 360 view mode. Let's look at 360 panorama next. You can see here that the image provides a flattened 360 view. When finished, right-click again, select 360 view mode, and select 360 panorama again to turn that dewarping feature off. Right-click on the live camera again and select 360 view mode. Let's look at the 2x180 panorama next. You can see here that the image provides dual 180-degree flattened views. When finished, right-click again, select 360 view mode, and select 2x180 panorama again to turn that dewarping feature off. You can also use the dewarping features while viewing recorded video in search playback mode. Let's take a look at the three dewarping options in action. Here is what interactive looks like. You can dynamically move about the 360 video during playback. This is a very powerful way to review 360 video. Simply use the mouse and arrow to direct the flow of the video. Let's look at 360 panorama. Just as we saw when examining the feature in live, you can see here that the image provides a flattened 360 view during playback. Here is the 2x180 panorama. And again, just as we saw when examining the feature live, you can see here that the image provides dual 180-degree flattened views during playback. One of the best parts about 360 dewarping is that you can export the dewarped video to the cloud to share with others in its dewarped state. To begin, let's dewarp this 360 video clip. Right-click, select 360 view mode, then select interactive. With the video now dewarped, you can select export in the lower right as shown. You'll be taken to the export wizard. In this case, we only have one camera's video to export, so we will select Single Export. Enter the date and time range, or just enter the duration of video for the clip export. Select the video quality and resolution. Note, if you choose Original, no date or timestamp will be placed on the exported video, so only use this in cases where the video is not part of a chain of evidence. Select Include Audio if it's available to you and if you'd like it to be included. Select Next to continue. Select Export to Web Services and provide a title and a description for the clip. Select Export when complete. Now that we've discussed how to use the dewarping features in the thin client, let's review the feature together as a live portion to the demonstration. Okay, so we spent some time going through the dewarping options using an outdoor camera. Now, as a live portion, let's take a look at an indoor 360 camera, all right, and let's use some of the dewarping options here. Okay, so again, here's our full screen, all right. If we right-click and we say 360 view, let's go to interactive, all right. So again, once we're in interactive mode, we can move all around with our camera, all right. We can take a look down here in the engineering area. We can come up the stairs and see how things are going with support. All right, it's very smooth. The new controls are absolutely fantastic. Okay, we can come back down the stairs as we do, look in on the conference room. Okay, see if anybody's in there. All right, and then we can come back down. All right, and face back out. Now again, remember, when you're done dewarping, right-click again and simply deselect that mode, and now we're back. Okay, now the other modes that we talked about were the 360 panorama. All right, that's the representation here. And again, if I right-click, I can come back and I can turn that off. And again, I can right-click 360 view mode and say 2x180 panorama. Okay, so there we can see that as well. So 3 different ways to dewarp the video during live viewing, and very, very simple to do. Now, what I want to do next is I want to jump into search mode, and let's show how we can also do the dewarping during playback. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've entered into recorded video search mode. All right, that's where we are now. Let's go ahead and hit play, and we can start to watch. Now, if we go ahead while we're playing back, and we go to interactive mode, we 100% can take a look. All right, so I'm in playback. There's motion going on, obviously, things are happening, and I can move around. I can digitally zoom and all the other things as well when we're in this dewarped mode. I can also do my playback from the 360 panorama mode. Okay, again, you're going to see the motion happening here with the fans, and you'll see people moving around up and down. Okay, I can also right-click, and I can go ahead and I can put this into the 2x180 playback mode as well. So all modes work in live viewing as well as playback. Let's go ahead and we'll turn off the dewarping for now. All right, let's put this back into interactive mode. All right, and let's move into this position right around here. All right, this is what's interesting right now for me, and I want to export this video. Okay, this is the view I like, and I'd like to export this little bit, maybe 10 or 15 seconds. That's the other beauty of the dewarping feature. You can export that video in a dewarped mode. So if we wanted to go ahead and export this, all right, all we have to do is come down to the bottom into export. Okay, just like normal, we'll do a single camera export very quickly. All right, and all I want out of this is about 15 seconds. All right, so we can do that. And again, can send that up so it's compatible with everything in a higher quality mode or without the date timestamp, etc. I'm just going to leave it as is. All right, let's go ahead and send this up, and we'll just call this a sample dewarp. Okay, sample dewarp video. Very good. Now, let's export it. Okay, that's going to go up to the cloud. And if we were to go into clips and take a look at this, you'll see that this video did in fact export in a dewarped mode. Let's go ahead and finish the example by going into the exported video clip. All right, and we can see, yes, it did export as a dewarped video. All right, so nice and easy to use and a great feature. Okay, and that rounds out the entire example. This concludes this video FAQ. If you have questions, please contact training@openeye.net. Join us again for more interesting videos from OpenEye, the cloud video platform.